In the previous episodes, we have exposed many problems within the fashion industry. We have given you several tips on how to renew and adjust your clothing. But what do you do if you really can't use the garment anymore or when you want to return your clothing? This episode is about how to dispose clothing in a sustainable way and what happens to your donated or returned clothes. We'll find out. Welcome to the last episode of The Cost of Fashion.
We all do it sometimes. Order clothes online and send a lot back. Often you order multiple sizes online and try them on at home, of different sizes or colors. A lot of clothing is ordered online these days, which has results in a lot of clothing being returned. But what really happens to the returned clothes? And what happens to the clothes that are not sold?
If you return a package, costs will be incurred for the courier who has to collect the package again, but also costs for extra packaging and extra labels. A lot of plastic is used for every online purchase, a bombastic mountain of waste. Waste that is then burned again in polluting incinerators. Moreover, a returned package doubles the CO2 emissions. The package goes back to a distribution center and then back to the selling party who are often located abroad.
All these extra steps to return a package cost a lot of money. In Europe, billions of euros worth usable clothing and destroyed every year. Because this is often cheaper than redistributing returned clothing. These clothes are burned or used, for example, for stuffing in the car seats. Many brands like to keep this biggest secret in the depth of the industry, all for the sake of their image.
To prevent this, we advise you to think carefully when you order something online. Are you sure you need the item and don't already have several? In addition, it is always better to shop old school. This way you can see and feel whether you really like the fabric, whether you like the color and how it fits you. Many bad purchases and thus the impact of returning clothing can be prevented in this way. Did you know that the average Dutch person leaves no less than 71% of their clothes unused in the closet? The clothes that are collecting dust in your wardrobe are worth an average of 2,700 euros.
Yes, I would say so. I know what they are, but I don't know really what they all do. I know there is like something with clothes and like people that don't have really good money, they can get their clothes. So I know that, but I don't know what they all do.
Yeah, I am. They're great.
I know Leger des Heils, and I know that they have a collection point where you can just bring your clothes and they'll see what's good, what can be reused and what can't be reused.
Yes, many times.
Yeah, me too.
A lot of clothing, also socks, shirts, pants, skirts.
And then I donate like most of my clothing because I won't wear it anymore. And yeah, as
Help someone else with it.
yeah, you can help someone else with it. And yeah, for example, if I have an expensive like an Air Force jacket, yeah, I will sell it on Vinted. But a shirt that was 30 or 40 euros, yeah, I'll donate that.
I have a couple of my old clothes, like when I was 10 years old, like my childhood clothes. I sold them and donated them.
Yeah, for sure. I do it like 2 or 3 times a year, I would say. There's like containers spread around the city, but they're everywhere really. You can just put them in there and they will end up with the organization.
Yes, we go to thrift shops and we give it to them, or a clothing container in the neighborhood, and we just put it on there, and we hope that comes to a good place.
Well, I would donate them, but usually when I can no longer use clothes, no one can use them anymore.
Yeah, as I said, I would donate my clothing if I don't wear them anymore, or give them away.
So I would say I just ask my friends and family if they like it. If they don't, I try to sell it. If it doesn't sell, I just give it to thrift shops.
Yes, I do, because there are a lot of people in need with new clothes, and it will be better for the whole world if you donate them instead of just throwing them away.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. It's very important to help others, and if you can do it in this way, you should.
Yeah, I would promote people to go donate their clothing.
Yes, if you don't use clothes anymore, you can sell it. Why throw it away? And just give it a new life.
I mean, I assume that they will be put into like some sort of warehouse where they will be sorted. Obviously, there are like warning signs on it and like pay attention, don't put clothes in there that are already broken, don't put dirty clothes in here. I assume some people still do, so they would have to be sorted, after which they would probably be given to people that are in need.
So what I know about videos that I saw is it's going to very big storage, and people like pick out things that they can use and just divide it to different places that can use them.
Well, I know from Leger des Heils, you have several clothing containers. We have one at the supermarket, which is just a textile, I think.
Yeah, but it's not Leger des Heils.
No, it's not Leger des Heils. It's you throw it away and they reuse it, remake clothing of it, or throw it away as well. Yeah. But Leger des Heils really reuses it.
I think they will just go to a big storage room in somewhere in this world, and they will just sort them out and give to people that in need with new clothes.
If you really can't do anything with your clothes, there's always an easy solution in your area, which is a clothing container. For example, a well-known organization that has several clothing containers is a Leger des Heils. Clothing is often donated in a clothing container, but what people don't know is that the charity actually ends there. The discarded clothing is collected and emptied in a sorting center. The Leger des Heils then sells the clothing to a sorting company. The clothing does not go to poor people that the Leger des Heils helps, but the money that the collected clothing generated does.
A small percentage of the collected clothes are bought up by vintage shops. In addition, a small part goes to Eastern Europe. The rest goes to African traders. Clothing therefore goes directly to poor countries, but people simply have to buy it there. In India, Pakistan and East Africa, it is sold as second-hand clothing. And although the clothing is sold in Africa with good intentions, they are less and less happy with it. Local trade is under pressure, and East African countries are considering an import ban to protect their own industry.
Donating clothes in a clothing container is not necessarily good or bad. The bad thing about it is that people often don't know what happens to it. And after all, when throwing away your clothing in a clothing container, you're treating it as a disposable product. Still, this is a lot better than burning all cast-offs in the Netherlands.
Did you know that the Dutch fashion sector is left with 21.5 million garments every year after the sale? In addition, the Dutch throw away 124 million items of clothing every year. Within this atelier, we want to talk about upcycling. Because if you don't want to throw away your clothing, don't want to wear it anymore and can't give it to someone else, you can always make something new out of it. We are going to show you some tips and tricks so you know what to do with your old clothing.
The first tip is about jeans with a hole in it. Because you don't need to throw the pants away. For example, you cut this jeans shorter and then you have a nice pair of shorts. If you don't fit your jeans, don't throw them away. You can make several things out of it, like this phone hanger. First, cut out 2 strips of your jeans. Then sew them together. Cut out hearts on the other side of the fabric, so you got 2 different colors. Sew the hearts on the strip. Finally attach the strips on 2 clips. I bought this on the market. And now you have a very nice telephone hanger.
The third tip is you can also iron a patch on your clothing item. When there is a hole, you can cover it with a patch, or you can cover a hole with your pants with another piece of denim. Now your clothing item has a little touch-up. Here are a few examples.
Another tip is to crop your items. You can do this with t-shirts, jackets, blazers, sweaters and blouses. Put on a garment to the marked desired length and trim the rest of the tailor's scissors. Finish the ends with a needle and thread, a glue gun or the savage paper. Or keep them fade for a tough distressed look, like this.